Welcome to Kung Fu Habit number 2. It is Throwback Thursday or Tribute Thursday, depending on how you want to look at it. So we're going to work swords and other things. If you've watched the prep show, then you're already up to speed. So first we're going to do swords. Alright? In no means necessary am I a swordsman. I don't like swords. They're cool to look at. They're great instruments of destruction. So strike, 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 thrust. You know, you get the gist. Never in a fight will you be doing this. That you'll do. This, you won't. Slice, slice, slice. Yeah. Woo. Almost dropped it. Also remember two things in a sword fight that does the damage. It's not just the sharpness of the blade, but it's the force of the swing and your target. So when you're doing this dumb shit, you can actually impale yourself. So we don't want to do that. Come get some. I would only fight you with my hands. The only real weapon you're ever gonna need is what God gave you. I got this katana from Bubba's. So, ninja strikes are pretty much still the same thing. You know, block, 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 strike, strike, strike. So, in case you didn't get that, low, medium, high. Same thing with your blocks. And again, you don't want to do that shit because you can impale yourself. It's very important that you resheath this damn thing correctly so that you don't get hurt and that no one around you gets hurt. So, we got the swords out of the way. Now, if this was a pike, you know, it's basically a sword on a stick. Boom, boom, boom. Block, block, block. Boom, boom. You would probably not use that tornado kick if you're using a pike. You will also not be having to do this with the pike. Your basic strikes with a pike, let's keep it real. High, medium, low. Low, medium, high. Block, block, block. And it's just like a hockey puck. Well, a hockey stick, because this is a hockey stick. When you're using the pike, you will have two different sides of blocking. Now, for your low, you can twitch it. For your high and your medium, you can still twitch it. Pike is a very long weapon, just like the Kwando, so you're not going to be doing this shit. That should just give you dramatic effect. In real fights, I'm pretty sure they never actually did that shit. I could be wrong. Somebody who's a historian, please correct me on that. But you're whirling one of these bitches off of a horse. What's the chances of you not cutting up the fucking horse? Not that I care about horses, because I don't. But, you know, short weapons demonstration. I'm not giving you everything. Hell, you have 3 sections there. I don't work this very well anymore, which is why I'm using the practice one. But everything I do with my chain, I can do with this. Now you see why. It's a practice weapon. Whew. See how I blocked that? Because that was about to hit me in the nuts. This weapon has range. So you don't have to worry too much about anything other than mastering the whip. Whew. And that. This isn't my day. Also, getting your wrist caught up in this chain sucks. Knowing how to stop it with other body parts is very important. You guys old enough to remember Skip It? Anybody coming in on your defenses, they get through while you're whirling this thing, you probably deserve to get hit. Protect your back, protect your front and your back. Didn't think I was going to catch it that time. Dryer sheet. Literally, it's a dryer sheet. Tuck that under that towel there so it doesn't blow away. Now, this big boy is a longbow. So, it's a longbow for me because I'm only 5'3" and a half. Just under 5'4". Now, from where I am here, if you can see that, if you're on the phone, if you're on Instagram, you can see the whole thing. So, I'm a pretty short guy. This is my maximum range. This is my maximum range. Technically. That is the staff's maximum range if you want complete control. You are never going to be doing all of this shit in an actual fight. Because it's not necessary. Guys coming, boom. With all this range, if you miss, boom. You need to be prepared for that. Hell. Finally. Boom, 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 boom. Now, somebody the rock size, this would be about an average size bow staff for them. For me, I'm a short guy. It's actually too big. Unless I was doing the monkey stick. You guys want to see an expert martial artist do the monkey stick? Google Yin Yang Man. WMAC Masters. He makes me look like a big time pussy. So, I understand how these weapons work. Long range weapons are called long range weapons for a reason. They are long ranged. Totally not feeling this today. Let's do commas. Alright, so these are your practice commas. They're made out of wood so that you don't hurt or impale yourself. However, in the hands of any martial artist, anything you touch, if you have been taught properly, becomes a part of your arsenal. I can still kill you with wooden commas. Don't think that I can't. And rule number one, you're not going to be doing this. You're going to respect these blade tips as if they were blades unless you're going to do tonfas. So if you're going to do tonfas, boom. Tonfa block, tonfa strike. Tonfa block, tonfa strike. Almost lost it, and there it goes. So you got to do tonfas. Tonfas are different. So tonfas are like this. They're not commas. These are commas. But you can still practice your tonfas with the commas. Not the real ones, because you'll cut your hands clean off. So tonfa. Get it in. Block, strike, strike. That's how you work tonfas. Commas, not so much. Commas. Block, block. Impale, impale. Block, strike, strike. Block, strike, strike. Block, strike, strike. So, these are close-quarter combat weapons. So, boom, like the muzzle thump with the butt, boom. Then you can turn it up, boom. Switch them, come up. You're impaling people. Block, strike, strike. Block, punch. So, block it, thrust. You watch how the thing comes at you. The blunt side is there versus me coming this way to gouge your shit. Pace it up. More than likely, if you're using weapons, you're probably not going to be using your hands and feet. Also, due to the fact that there's a good chance that when you bust one of these kicks that I'm about to do, with a real comma, you'll probably wind up impaling yourself. So you're going to set them up. Boom. So you have to remember, even a practice weapon can be dangerous. So now we're going to move to the last two things. The hula hoop and the chain. I'm going to do the chain last and work on the hula hoop. Now the hula hoop represents the iron rings. So if you're taking Wing Chun or Kung Fu or even some Wushu, you are familiar with certain movements. Here, here, the iron rings. The bigger the ring, the easier it is to do this. This is your shield. Alright, so if anybody asks, it's a shield. So for people coming in, they're coming to attack, you got this strike, you got that block, and if they're coming and you strike and then you hit them, so it's here, flip, pull. So here, flip, pull. And if you want to use karate, follow this leg, boom. You want to use Kung Fu, closest leg, boom. Then you want to pull them to the ground. You can do it with karate also, boom, 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 boom. They already hurt, so all you really have to do is just go down. It's really not that difficult. And something is happening with my phone, so I'm going to have to end this early. So we're going to get to the trip. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Something is seriously going on with my phone. So I'm about to lose Instagram. So we're going to end both of the channels right now. Alright, so this is a practice chain, which represents Kempo and Wushu and Wing Chun, depending on who teaches you what. But, you know, the full chain is if I unhold this bitch, this is like about 12 feet long, maybe 10. So, same thing you see me do with the 3 section, I can do this chain, which is what my body automatically goes to. Learning how to absorb that blow helps you a fuck ton. So, fighting, that's your short range. As you see, I have most of the chain between me. Boom, boom, that's your short range. That's your long range, so know how far you have out. How to manipulate it. God, I hope y'all saw that. Because that was cool. It was an accident, but it was cool. Knowing where this thing is going to be at all times is almost impossible to predict. However, if you've been doing it a while, you'll be able to get it right, and it won't be messing you up. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having number 2. Thank you also. Be seeing you.